know, especially with a new coach, relatively new still,
Yeah.
just having a little mini camp like this.
Yeah, that's kind of what he said to us today. He's gonna use it as like a mini training camp, and we're gonna go over stuff every day and get our legs back as well. So you could see today, pace was fast, a lot of skating up and down the ice, and getting back into it right away.
A nice little competitive shootout there at the end.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I actually love the practice today. Just getting up and down the ice, feeling tired, feeling, out of breath, and then finishing it off with a scrimmage, I think is great. Great way to get back into the game and kind of feel the way the game's going to be and playing hockey. So I love that stuff.
Four Nations tournament.
I watched a lot of the games. Yeah. In Cabo there, sitting. It's sunny out, and I'm sitting in my hotel room watching hockey. But it's good. I mean, it's I think first and foremost, it's been great for the game, the growth of the game, the attention it's gotten, and just the type of hockey as well, right? It's been so fun to watch. So it's been fun keeping tabs on it, and obviously a huge game on Thursday night.
That Saturday game, where does that rank as far as the ones you've seen?
I mean, the start of the game was just like you find yourself just kind of laughing to yourself, right? But obviously Keith Tkachuk was a great player and had a great career. And to raise two kids that are fighting for Team USA 3 seconds into the game, that's got to be an incredible feeling for him. And obviously. Happy they got the win too. It's nice to see them win that, but it was a crazy start. You definitely want to be there, and you feel like you're missing out on some great hockey and great opportunity too. So it is what it is. I mean, personally, you feel like you start looking back. I mean, we missed 9 years of it, right? So like those were the first 4, 5, 6 years of those 9 years were some of my best hockey I played in my life, Yeah. So obviously, you think about those opportunities that were missed, whether it was 18 Olympics or 22 Olympics or not having the World Cup at all. But, it is what it is. I mean, I had my opportunities, I was there in 2010 and lost in overtime and in the gold medal game 2014 where we had a really good team too. We were right there and got to play in the 2016 World Cup too. So I mean, obviously you want as many opportunities as possible, but you see the type of hockey this is and the excitement it brings and the growth of the game. It's just seems to me like it's the best way to grow the game. So it's unfortunate, it's been 9 years.
Weather in Cabo must have stunk. Huh?
Yeah. No, it was a good trip. I mean, it was nice to get away. I mean, I think obviously I was just coming off injury and I'm starting to feel good, so I'm excited to play. And then all of a sudden you got 2 weeks off. It's kind of tough, but it's still you try to use it to your advantage, right? And give the body a rest and the mind too. I think that's important. Like I said, obviously in the back of your mind, we have 27 games left, and they're going to be huge games to get into the playoffs. But just try to kind of leave that all here and just enjoy some time away.
Like what you were coming back to?
I like the weather.
Yeah.
I like the snow.
Okay.
I feel like it's hockey weather, to be honest with you. So I like coming in and seeing that it's not too warm here, seeing the snow on the ground, and knowing that it's still hockey season.
A little bit. I don't really like. I guess I wasn't that excited, I should say, but I think like everybody, I got drawn into it as it went. Yeah.
Did you watch Saturday, I assume?
Yeah, I watched
what was
Saturday.
That? What'd you think? I mean,
it was cool. I mean, I played with Matt Tkachuk and Sam Bennett and a few of those guys, so I thought it was like a little weird to kind of see them on different teams there, but I think ultimately just good for the sport, and everybody wants more eyeballs and attention and more money for everybody. I probably shouldn't say that, but I think that's good.
Well, if a 8-day, 9-day break is all about moving, I hit a home run. But my wife did almost all of it, so she's a godsend. But it was a very different break for us. But we're settled and ready to go.
You didn't drive it that whole way, did you?
No, but Jans did. Jans has a dog that's almost the size of a horse, so he and his wife left after us and drove and ran into weather, and they should be arriving probably about now in Detroit, about obviously a few hours late, but that happens.
Days would that be, Pat? I mean, that would be about what?
Well, he did it in 2.5 days, and I believe he had to go, there's two routes, you can go north and south. I think he had to take the southern route through Texas and then back up because of weather. But I believe he still hit weather.
What kind of dog? Great Dane?
Something mountain.
Bernie's Mountain Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have to ask him about that one.
Yeah.
Todd, the Four Nations Cup and specifically what Dylan did against Canada, how nice was it for him to he hasn't been able to play in the playoffs much in his career, to have him get the spotlight on him on that
Yes.
stage?
Well, I think full disclosure first, I haven't been able to watch enough of it or a lot of it. No TVs, no Wi-Fi. Try and just stream off the Wi-Fi world. It stops and it starts. So I spent a lot of time watching highlights and then going back to watch a bit of it. But I did pay attention to Dylan and Razor as well. For both of them, obviously an incredible experience that isn't over yet, obviously, for Larks. It's one thing to go and be on the team. It's another thing to go be on the team and be a factor. And both of them were factors for their team, so that's a real good sign. It gives them experience that they wouldn't have got otherwise. You know, when an organization hasn't been in the playoffs for a number of years, a lot of players don't have playoff experience. It may be with other teams. We've got guys with Stanley Cups here, but as a group, we haven't experienced that yet, and it still is different. I can tell you that it's different when you do get there, but this opportunity cannot hurt either of them.
How beneficial are these days, just almost like a mini camp for you 6 weeks into the job?
Yeah, the players are, I think they're excited about being back here. They are not video or meeting fatigued anymore because they haven't had it for 8 days. So now's a real good time to tap them a little bit. We spent a little more time on video stuff we had talked about but really hadn't seen. We have spent time showing them video of our time here instead of showing them maybe LA Kings clips or, you know, to explain our points. We can now show Detroit Red Wing clips, which is a real positive. And then we took it onto the ice, and the ice, there was a lot of skating today, up and down. Not a lot of stops and starts and battling, but long skating. Try and work them back into it, thinking about groins and hip flexors, things that normally go when you overdo it. And we'll build as the next few days go on with new concepts and new ideas.